Everyone wants to win, but few know how. Everyone wants success, but wanting isn't enough. Everyone wants success. Everyone says they want to live a better life, earn more, be more, do more. But let me tell you something. Wanting isn't enough. Wanting is easy. Everyone wants the view, but few are ready for the climb. You can want success your whole life and still stay exactly where you are, because wanting doesn't move you. Doing does, and even doing isn't the full answer. You can do all the right things, but still not win if you don't understand the game you're playing. So when you say you want success, ask yourself, what are you willing to learn, change, or risk for it? Because success doesn't come to those who just wish, it comes to those who decide. You've been told the wrong formula. From the time you were young, you were told the same story. Work hard, wake up early, keep grinding, and you'll make it. Sounds noble, right? But look around, how many people do you know who work hard every single day and still struggle to get ahead? You've been following a formula that was built to keep you busy, not free. The world doesn't reward hours, it rewards impact. It rewards smart moves, not just hard ones. So the question isn't how much you work. The question is whether your work is moving you forward or keeping you trapped in the same loop. Why some people rise while others stay stuck. Ever notice how two people can start from the same place, but one keeps rising while the other stays stuck? They might have the same drive, the same hours, even the same tools, but something is different. The ones who rise think differently. They don't see limits, they see angles. When something doesn't work, they don't quit, they pivot. They don't complain about how hard life is. They use the struggle as data. Ask yourself, are you reacting to life or shaping it? Are you waiting for opportunities or creating them? Because the truth is, staying stuck isn't about not working hard, it's about not working smart. The missing piece nobody talks about. There's something missing in most people's approach. Everyone tells you to hustle, but no one tells you where to direct that hustle. It's like running full speed in the wrong direction, fast, but lost. The truth is, there's a move, a mindset shift that changes everything. The kind of shift that takes you from effort to elevation. Most people never find it because they're too busy repeating what doesn't work. But that missing piece, that's what separates those who keep grinding from those who finally start winning. And in a moment we'll uncover exactly what that move is. The one that high earners use to win big. The truth about hard work. Why effort alone isn't enough. The lie you've been sold about hard work. You've been told your whole life that hard work is the key to success. Wake up early, stay late, never stop grinding. But here's the truth. Hard work alone doesn't guarantee anything except exhaustion. You've been taught to move but never taught where to move. You've been told to grind but nobody told you where that grind is leading. And that's the trap. Endless motion without direction. Years of effort, but no real rise. You can spend your entire life pushing harder, only to realize you've been building someone else's dream, not your own. If hard work created millionaires, everyone would be rich. Think about it. If working hard was all it took, every construction worker, every nurse, every factory worker would be a millionaire. But they're not. Why? Because effort without elevation keeps you trapped. Some of the hardest working people in the world are still fighting for survival. Meanwhile, the wealthy have learned something different. They've learned how to make their effort count. They understand that energy without aim is wasted. So ask yourself, are you working to survive or are you working to build something that lasts? You're climbing the wrong ladder. You can climb fast, you can climb strong, but if your ladder is leaning against the wrong wall, you're still climbing toward nowhere. That's what most people are doing, moving fast in the wrong direction. They're chasing more hours, more tasks, more grind. But it's not speed that matters, it's aim. Direction beats motion every single time. Because no matter how high you climb, if it's not the right wall, you'll only reach the top to realize you built your life on the wrong foundation. The difference between effort and leverage. The people at the top aren't just working harder, they're working smarter. They use leverage. Leverage is what allows them to multiply their results without multiplying their effort. They invest their time, money, and energy in systems, people, and skills that grow while they sleep. Effort creates movement. Leverage creates progress. And that's the gap between those who hustle forever and those who break free. Fix what's under the hood before you push. Before you press harder on the gas, you need to check the engine. Because if something's misaligned inside your direction, your mindset, your habits, no amount of speed will take you where you want to go. Real success starts when you stop pushing blindly and start tuning what drives you. Once that's fixed, every move you make begins to count. And that's where the real game begins. The move that separates the rich from the rest. The revelation: thinking like an investor, not a worker. The game-changing shift nobody told you about. Here's the truth: success doesn't start in your hands. It starts in your head. The secret move that separates winners from workers isn't luck, it's mindset. Winners don't think like workers, they think like investors. Workers chase paychecks. Investors chase potential. Workers ask, how much can I make this month? Investors ask, how much can I grow over time? What if your mind has been playing the wrong game all along? You've been trained to work harder when you should have been trained to think sharper. The biggest shift of your life isn't about doing more, it's about learning how to think differently. Workers trade time. Investors trade vision. A worker trades hours for dollars. An investor trades ideas for freedom. A worker says, how long will this take? An investor says, what will this create? That's the difference. One is focused on time. The other is focused on value. You can keep clocking in building someone else's dream, or you can start using your mind to build your own. Ask yourself, are you just surviving from paycheck to paycheck, or are you planting seeds that will feed you for life? Real wealth doesn't come from working longer, it comes from seeing further. The rich don't just see the present, they see the outcome before they even begin. Same input, different outcome. Two people read the same book. One closes it and moves on. The other applies one idea and doubles their income. Same book, same time, different result. That's the power of thinking like an investor. It's not about how much you know, it's about what you do with what you know. High earners don't consume for entertainment, they consume for elevation. They take information and turn it into transformation. That's what separates those who talk about success from those who live it. They don't chase, they build. They don't chase every opportunity, they build one that lasts. They don't react to every noise around them, they create their own rhythm. They don't spend, they allocate. They don't wait, they act with purpose. They don't hope for chances, they build systems that produce results. So ask yourself, are you reacting to life or are you designing it? Because while most people are running in circles, high earners are quietly building foundations that stand the test of time. Stop playing in the game. Start owning it. You're either playing in someone else's game or building your own. That's the real divide. Workers play the game by the rules they were given. Investors create new rules and win on their terms. It's time to stop playing small, stop working for someone else's vision, and start owning your own moves. Change how you think, not just what you do. Because the next level of your life won't come from harder effort. It'll come from higher thinking, mental reprogramming, how to think like a high earner, rewire the way you think, or stay stuck forever. If you want to win big, you have to rewire the way you think. You can't build a new life with the same mindset that kept you stuck. Your mind built your limits. Now it's time to rebuild your freedom. Every rich thinker was once an average worker, until they changed how they saw the world. They stopped asking, what can I do today, and started asking, what am I creating this year? This is where the real shift begins. Not in effort, but in awareness. Shift in 1. Stop doing. Start building. Doers complete tasks. Builders create legacies. Doers chase to-do lists. Builders chase vision. When you think like a builder, every action becomes an investment in your future. You stop working for a paycheck and start working for ownership. You stop living day to day and start building year to year. So stop asking, what do I need to finish? Start asking, what am I building that will still matter 10 years from now? Because builders don't chase progress, they create it. Shift in 2. Don't move faster, move smarter. Most people are sprinting nowhere. They're proud of being busy, but they're not actually getting ahead. You can run fast in the wrong direction and still end up lost. High earners walk with purpose. They move slower, but every step has weight. Stop focusing on speed. Focus on direction. One smart move beats 100 random ones. It's not about how fast you get there. It's about whether there is even where you should be going. Shift in 3. Effort gets applause. Impact gets paid. Anyone can look busy. Few can make a difference. Effort gets noticed. Impact gets rewarded. The world doesn't pay you for trying. It pays you for changing something. So ask yourself, are you busy proving your worth? Or are you busy creating it? High earners don't chase recognition. They chase results. And results come from clarity, not chaos. Think bigger. Act smarter. Move differently. That's your new code. Think bigger than your past. Act smarter than your surroundings. Move differently than the crowd. Because from this moment on, you're not just another worker trying to get by. You're an investor in your own future, and the way you think from here will decide how high you rise next. The action blueprint. What high earners do differently every day. Discipline over motivation. The unseen rule of winners. Let's get something straight. Motivation is a mood. Discipline is a muscle. High earners don't wake up waiting to feel ready. They move when it's hard. They act when everyone else hesitates. They show up when it's inconvenient, because they understand one thing. The world doesn't reward emotions. It rewards effort that happens anyway. You can't build a life of power on temporary feelings. Motivation fades. Discipline endures. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going when the excitement is gone. Every great name you've ever heard, from athletes to creators, didn't win because they always felt like it. They won because they trained themselves to do it regardless. That's the unseen rule of winners. Rule on 1. Guard your focus like it's gold. Focus is your most expensive currency. Every distraction you buy into steals a piece of your future. Distraction is poverty in disguise. It doesn't take your money. It takes your potential. High earners guard their attention like treasure. Every scroll, every click, every minute is a trade. The question is, are you investing or wasting? If you want to change your life, don't start by doing more. Start by protecting what matters most. Your focus. Turn off the noise. Step away from the constant feed of useless information, because your mind can't create wealth when it's drowning in clutter. Rule on 2. Play the long game. Think in decades, not days. The people who win big think long term. They don't chase quick wins. They build slow victories that last. Quick success fades. Real success multiplies over time. It's like planting a tree. At first it's just a seed. You water it, protect it, and nothing seems to happen. But give it time. One day that seed shades generations. High earners think the same way. They play in years, not minutes. They understand that what they do today isn't about instant results. It's about creating systems, habits, and leverage that build over time. Think decades, not days. That's how you grow from worker to winner. Rule on 3. Study what works. Don't scroll. Learn. Winners don't waste time watching other people live their dreams. They study how those dreams were built. They don't guess. They analyze. They adapt. They adjust. Every mistake becomes data. Every success becomes a lesson. The difference between growth and stagnation isn't information. It's attention. Most people scroll for escape. Winners learn for evolution. So before you pick up your phone, ask yourself, am I learning or just losing time? Audit your week. Are you building or just busy? Look at your last 7 days. Did they move you closer to what you say you want? Because every habit adds up. Every choice builds your path. Every move shapes your story. And if that story isn't growing, maybe it's time to change the author. The choice that changes everything. You're one move away from changing everything. Every single day, you stand at a crossroads. The same 24 hours that decide your direction. And here's the truth. You don't need luck. You need courage. One decision, one action, one move can rewrite your entire future. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for permission. The move that changes everything is the one you make today. Stay stuck in effort or rise through intention. You can keep working hard and spinning in circles, or you can start working smart and climbing higher. Hard work builds strength, but strategy, that builds empires. You've got to stop grinding without thinking and start moving with direction. Every person you admire once stood where you are right now, at a choice point. Stay stuck in effort or rise through intention. Which side will you choose? The secret is in your hands. Now it's your move. The truth is, the secret was never hidden. It's been in front of you all along. No one's coming to save you. You are the move. Your decisions, your discipline, your focus. That's the key. You know what the high earners do. You know how they think. Now it's your turn to act. The secret move isn't hidden anymore. The question is, will you play to win?